Hello and welcome to Dan Makes Things. My name's Dan and we have a very special guest today. We've been sent the CrowBot BOLT from Elecrow, and as you can see it's appropriate for ages 6+, so I've invited my daughter through to help us build it. Let's get started. This robot is a simple to assemble kit that includes a remote control and the additional joystick. It has infrared tracking, light following, programmable keys, Bluetooth, a buzzer, obstacle avoidance, RGB LEDs, and attached motors. You can also program the controller and the robot. Let's get unpacked. So we've got the batteries installed in the battery holder and we're just ready to assemble the first couple of parts. My daughter is here to help us, so say hi. This is a little connector.
Yeah,
right.
So I put that in there.
And it has to go in, and it can only go in one way round, so you're okay, but just don't force it in the other way round because it might bend those little pins. You see the pins?
Yeah.
So there you go. Give that a go. Next step is install the acrylic plates, which is the sides and the front. Yeah. And you can grab that and screw that on. And the only thing I'm noticing is we probably missed a step, because you see how it's got little tabs in there as well, and I think we're supposed to fit the frame into those, kind of like that, on the front and the back, and then tighten it. So what we'll do is we'll just loosen it if it needs loosening. Oh no, it might be alright.
That's fine.
That's it. And then we just go around and tighten all of those up. And the next step is to add the wheels, so they just slide over each side of the motor. The next step is to add the ultrasonic sensor. Do you know what an ultrasonic sensor is? That thing, that's right. And it measures the distance. So if you grab that, we'll put it in the front, and you see how there's 4 pins?
Yeah.
And then there's 4 pins on there. So as long as you line them up. And then the next step is finish, it says. So we might actually be done.
We need to do that.
So we need to do the joystick. So should we build the joystick now?
Yeah.
And then we can have a look at it. Okay, cool. So let's put him off to one side over there. And then we'll grab all the bits we need for the joystick and we can assemble that as well. First step is the screen, and there's a little sticker on the bottom of the screen that you've got to take off. And then you've got to plug it in to there. So again, just make sure it's lined up. Push it on.
Okay.
And the sticky bit, I guess, sticks to the top.
Yeah.
Next one is to put the caps on the top of the buttons.
Yes.
So that's these guys. Right at the top.
I'll try the other one. The yellow. Blue at the bottom.
Beautiful.
Oh, it was easy.
Nice. And the instructions are showing that the little joystick part is already attached. So do you want to try putting that one on as well? Well done. Okay. So then it's talking about the front button caps, which I think are these shoulder caps here. So they're actually little button caps as well that go on the top.
Oh, there.
Excellent. Then it's about sticking the bottom on with the screws. So we take a screw, and the screw goes through this, and then that goes over the top. And we have to be careful to put it the right way around, which I think is that way. So it goes straight through, and then we put the spacer on the top, these metal spacers. And there are...
Oh, because, yeah.
Because that, and then that will go on the top with more screws through.
Should I do it?
Do you want to have a go?
Yeah. Can I have the screwdriver?
Yeah. Cool, so the next step is put the top on and screw it in.
There we go.
Perfect. Cool, that's really good. So the next step is just to put batteries in, and then we're finished. Nice. Okay, so let's bring out everything else that was included. We have got some tape, we've got a cable, we've got another cable, and we've got some instructions. And on the back of the instructions, we have got a line following guide thing. So let's put that out of the way for now. This is for programming it, because there are USB-C ports there, and also on the back here. So we can change the code if we want to, but it should work out of the box. So let's just leave it alone. And this looks like it's to connect the joystick to that. Maybe if the Bluetooth doesn't work, but there's nothing I've seen in the instructions about that. So let's leave that alone.
What's this one?
That, I hope, is not for protecting it from any electrical shorts. I hope this is actually so we can do the line following thing on a bigger scale. Because you could put it on like a light background and have it actually follow the line of tape. So we'll see about that. So we have got two controllers. This one controls it with the different modes. So you've got the option to pick which mode you want it to use. This one, these buttons do exactly the same thing. So you can put it into all the different modes, but you can also control it using the joystick to just move left and right and forwards and backwards, and then click down to stop. So let's have a go and see if it works. Do you want to try and turn it on? There should be a switch at the back end of it that should switch the...
Wait, that one.
Yeah.
Switch. Oh, and there.
I think that maybe is the...
It's on.
So
I can see red lights inside.
there's a light inside, but there's nothing going on with the eyes or anything yet. And then, do you want to try turning that one on?
Beauty.
So it's beeping like it's trying to connect to the Bluetooth, but it isn't. And is that because we haven't turned the Bluetooth on? There is a switch underneath, and when we switch that on, the second light comes on and it connects straight away, which is excellent. So it's in manual mode now. Let me look at the instructions. We've got, that one is turn on the light. Do you want to try that? That's a safe one to start with. Tilt that up, you can see that on the camera. It's got the lights inside the ultrasonic sensors, which is pretty cool. And then I guess if you press that button again, does it turn it off? Yeah, okay, great. The right shoulder button is buzzer sounds. Do you want to try that? Okay. Is that it? Fair enough. Okay. But you could program it to play different noises and things like that if you wanted to.
I want to do the obstacle avoidance.
Okay, cool. Well, let's set that up. So what we've got is we've got a box. We'll move them out of the way. And we'll put him maybe there. So if you were to press the red button, he should hopefully move out of the way of the box. Do you want to press it? You see he's turning away from it. So then the line tracking, which is the yellow one, would be cool to try out. So let's set that up.
Oh, hello, Bolt.
So in theory, if you put him on there, now what it does is, let's have a quick look. It's got two sensors on the bottom here. Can you see them?
Yeah.
And those two sensors detect whether it's black or white, and that's how it understands whether to follow. So as long as you put that on there, if you press yellow now, hopefully that'll work. You push down on the joystick just to set it back into manual. Do you want to try manual mode? Forward, backwards, left, right?
That was backwards. Forward. Woo! Went way faster than I was expecting. What's the blue one?
So blue's light chasing. Do you want to try and see what it does just if you just press it?
no light.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, there's a
because
lot
they're all
of.
shining on.
We'll
We'll do that in a dark room.
We'll do it with a torch in the dark or something and see how that works.
We
Okay.
might-
What about the fourth button, which is music playing robot? Green.
Green.
Well done. So this has the same functionality as the joystick, but obviously the joystick is a little bit more fun to control. So let's leave it with the joystick for now. And yeah, that's it. Should we take it somewhere and do some proper tests?
Yes.
We took the CrowBot into a room with a little more space and tested the obstacle avoidance feature again. Then we tested the light following. Considering the room wasn't very dark, it did very well. Overall, I think this is a good kit for inspiring kids to get involved with STEM. Although we had a couple of moments where we needed to adjust the build, the instructions were mostly clear and easy to follow. We're looking forward to trying out the coding lessons and trying to build something custom on the platform. One challenge we found after filming was that the batteries needed to be changed by disassembling part of the robot, which isn't ideal. I'd love to see a version where the battery panel could be flipped for easy access. If you'd like to buy the kit yourself, take a look at the link in the description. You can also join the MakerForge community on Discord to ask questions or show us your build. Thanks for watching!